Hello, our student. Welcome again. Today we are going to start with Unit 70, page 68. The title of our lesson is Have you ever climbed a mountain? Again, have you ever climbed a mountain? So what is the form of the title? What do you think? Look here. Yes, it is a question. It is yes or no question, because we begin by the auxiliary verb have. So what is the meaning of ever? Look at here, ever. Ever means any time, any time. So it is an adverb, okay? It is an adverb. What's the part of speech of ever? It is an adverb. In this unit, we talk about present perfect, المضارع التام. Now, let's look at. So before we begin, let's look at pictures that we have here. What can you see here? What can you see? I can see Kareem and Samira. They are looking at map of Jordan. At the map of Jordan. So what is the meaning of map? Drawing of the Earth's surface. Now look at picture number 2. They are Dad, Kareem and Samira. They are talking and looking at the map here. These are on the map some of the name of cities in Jordan. For example, Irbid, Amman, Tafila, Aqaba. In picture number 3, we have here Grandpa with Dad, Kareem and Samira. They are still talking about the cities in Jordan. In picture number 4, who can you see? I can see Dad, Grandpa, Samira and Kareem. What is their dad holding in his hand? He is holding a book about the Dead Sea. Where is the Dead Sea? Do you know? The Dead Sea is in the west of Jordan. So here we have 4 directions, as you can see: north, south, east, west. Ramtha is in the north of Jordan. Aqaba is in the south of Jordan. The Dead Sea is in the west of Jordan. And Saudi Arabia is in the east of Jordan. Now, let's listen to the audio in order to answer the questions about each picture.
1. Let's look at a map of Jordan. Look! The Shamari Nature Reserve is in the northeast of the country.
We enjoyed our visit there.
Now, is the Shomari Nature Reserve is in the west of country? West of country? No, it isn't. The Shomari Nature Reserve is in the northeast of the country. Which country? The country here, Jordan. Did they enjoy it? Yes, they enjoyed in their visit. Now let's move to picture number 2.
Have you ever climbed Jabal Adami, Dad? It's in the south.
No, I haven't. It's the highest mountain in Jordan.
3.
So, which is the highest mountain in Jordan? The highest mountain in Jordan is Jabal Dami. Is it the north of Jordan? No. It is in the south of Jordan. Now let's move to picture number 3.
There is one port in Jordan. Have you ever sailed from the port, Grandpa?
Yes, I have. It's at Aqaba. People sail to the Red Sea from Aqaba.
So, what is the name of Jordan ports? Aqaba. Aqaba. How can people get to the Red Sea from Aqaba? People sail to the Red Sea from Aqaba. Sail, okay? So what is the meaning of ports? Ports. Port means place where ships can load. Place where ships can load. Now let's move to picture number 4.
4. Have you ever visited the Dead Sea, Dad? 4. Have you ever visited the Dead Sea, Dad? It's in the west of Jordan.
Yes, I have. It's the lowest place on earth. We can visit the Dead Sea in the holidays.
Now, the Dead Sea. It is in the north of Jordan? No, it is in the west of Jordan. So, what? They can visit the Dead Sea in the holidays. Thank you for watching. Now, these are the new words of Unit 17. 1. Port. It's a noun, a place where ships can load. Map. Now, drawing of the Earth's surface. Sail. Verb. Travel on water in a ship. Ever. Adverb. At any time. Again, port. Noun, a place where ships can load. Map. Noun, drawing of the Earth's surface. Sail. Verb, travel on water in a ship. Ever. Adverb, at any time. Please copy this table in your notebook. Hello our students, open your pupils book at page 70 in exercise 3, read and match. In this exercise, we have a letter from Samira to Layla. She is telling her friend about her visiting to Dead Sea. Now let's look at the pictures here. What can you see? I can see the Dead Sea. So, where is the Dead Sea? Do you know where is the Dead Sea? The Dead Sea, it's in the west of Jordan. Now, look at the side of Dead Sea. Look at the side here. What can you see? I can see salt. Salt. Do you know what's the meaning of salt? مالح. The water in the Dead Sea is salty. Is very salty. Salty means مالح. Now look at the second picture. This is a salt. Now, what is the form here of the paragraph? What is the form? This is a letter. Who is the sender? Samira. Who is the receiver? Layla. So I want to read this letter in order to match with these sentences. Dear Layla, have you ever visited the Dead Sea? It is in the west of Jordan. Many visitors come here because it is a very beautiful place. It is big and salty. There is land all around it. The Jordan River goes into it from the north. Sorry. Do you think that the Dead Sea is a lake or sea? Lake بحيرة. Sea بحر. There is a lot of salt in the water. Many people think that the salt is good for their health. Some people buy Dead Sea salt and they use it at home. See you next week, your friend Samira. So we have some pronouns here. So it here refers to Dead Sea salt. Why do people buy the Dead Sea salt and use it at home? Because they think that the salt is good for their health. Now, what do you think? Dead Sea is a lake or sea? The Dead Sea is a sea, بحر, not lake, بحيرة. Now, let's answer the questions together. The Dead Sea is in the west of Jordan. It is a beautiful place, so many visitors go there. 2 with E. The Jordan River goes into the Dead Sea from the north, so 3 with A. The water is very salty, 4 with P. Some people buy Dead Sea salt because they think that it is good for their health. Now let's look at the answer. Thank you for watching. Hello our students, welcome again. Our grammar lesson is about present perfect. So when do we use the present perfect? We use the present perfect to talk about an experience that happened in the past without giving it a specific time. Experience here means تجربة. Without giving it a specific time, بدون تحديد الوقت، بدون وقت محدد. Let's look at the form. We start by a subject plus auxiliary verb plus main verb with ed, okay, or past participle. Look at the subject here, either singular or plural. If the subject is singular, like he, she, it, you should use has. You have to use has if the subject is singular. But if the subject is plural, like we, they, you, I, you have to use have. For example, he has played, she has played, it has played. In the plural subject, we have played, we have climbed, they have climbed, you have climbed, I have climbed. Let's have another example. I have visited Petra. Let's have another example. I have visited Petra. Let's look at the negative form. We negate the sentence by adding not to the auxiliary verb has or have. For example, I haven't visited Petra. The adverbs of present perfect. Ever. We use ever in the question. Since. At specific time. في وقت محدد. For example, since 1991. For. At a period of time. For 7 years. For 2 weeks. Let's move to question form. We make a question by interchange. Interchange اللي هو الضرب التبادلي. The subject and the auxiliary here. She has painted the tree. So you have to change this sentence to question form. We start by the auxiliary verb has. She painted the tree, and the most important thing in the question is the question mark. You can answer by yes, she has, no, she hasn't. Have you ever climbed tower? Yes, I have, no, I haven't. Now let's move to the spelling rule. 1. Most verb, you have to add ed to the verb 1. For example, walk, walked. 2. Verbs ending with e. You have to add the letter d to the verb. For example, use, used. 3. Verbs ending with consonant plus y. You have to change y to I. Y to I if it's preceded by a consonant. For example, tidy, tidy, tidied. Because the letter y preceded by a consonant, you have to change y to I, tidied. 4. Verbs ending with a vowel plus y. If verbs ending with a vowel plus y, you have to keep y, then add ed. For example, play, play. The verb here ending by y, okay, preceded by a vowel, so you have to keep y, then add ed to the verb. 5. Verbs having a vowel before the last consonant. Verbs having a vowel before the last consonant. Just, R, L, B. You have to double the last consonant, then add ed. For example, travel, look at the previous letter before the consonant. Here we have a vowel E. You have to double the letter L, then add ed to the verb. Traveled. Now look at the example, the question, sorry. Classify these verbs into suitable column. Carry, wave, cook, study, open, travel, like, stay, enjoy, stop. Now let's classify these verbs. 1. Carry. Carry here ending by y. So you have to change y to I, then add ed because the previous letter is a consonant. Wave, wave ending by e, so you have to add d to the verb. Waved. Cook. You have to add ed to the verb cooked. Study. The previous letter here is a consonant, so you have to change y to I. Okay? Study, studied. Because the previous letter is a consonant again. Open. You have to add ed to the verb opened. Travel. Look at the previous letter. The previous letter here, before the consonant we have a vowel. So you have to double the last consonant L, change it to traveled. Traveled. Like ending by E, you have to add D to the verb. Liked. Stay. Stay here. Look at the verb here, ending by Y. The previous letter here is a vowel. So you have to keep Y, then add ed. Enjoyed. Enjoyed. You have here the previous letter is a vowel, so you have to keep Y, then add ed. stopped, stopped. We have a vowel here before the previous letter, before the previous letter. So you have to double the consonant because the previous letter is a vowel. Stopped, stopped. Please copy this question in your grammar notebook. Change Y to I, then add ed because the previous letter is a consonant. Wave, wave ending by E, so you have to add D to the verb. Waved. Cook, you have to add ed to the verb cooked. Study, the previous letter here is a consonant, so you have to change Y to I. Okay? Study, studied, because the previous letter is a consonant again. Open, you have to add ed to the verb opened. Travel, look at the previous letter. The previous letter here, before the consonant we have a vowel. So you have to double the last consonant, L, change it to traveled, traveled. Like ending by E, you have to add D to the verb, liked. Stay, stay here. Look at the verb here, ending by Y. The previous letter here is a vowel. So you have to keep Y, then add ed. Enjoyed, enjoyed. You have here the previous letter is a vowel, so you have to keep Y, then add ed. Stopped, stopped. We have a vowel here before the previous letter, before the previous letter. So you have to double the consonant because the previous letter is a vowel. Stopped, stopped. Please copy this question in your grammar notebook.